Cisco Mobility Express. Hey guys, so I just got this in the mail last week, and I want to show you guys how quick and easy it is now to set up Cisco wireless LAN controllers and new access points. So this little bundle that I got actually comes with a controller and it comes with two access points. And I have my uplink cable going into port 1 there that's going back into my switching, and then I have one of the access points plugged into port 3 here. These last two ports, ports 3 and 4, are the PoE ports on this. So great for a small office. I want to get a wireless LAN controller in there and I want to set up a couple access points. You just need the controller and the two APs and you're all set to go. One thing to note about these new bundles that Cisco is releasing is that the access points are actually in almost a universal mode, so you don't have to really specify anymore that you want the A regulatory domain for the FCC or the E for ETSI if you're out in Europe. They kind of come unprimed, and you can see here there's a little light on here that's blinking red and green. That kind of means it doesn't know which regulatory domain to broadcast on yet, so it's kind of just going down to a really low-level one that is accepted in all regulatory domains. And in my next video, I'll show you guys how to actually set it to FCC or whatever regulatory domain you guys are in. So let's get into programming this bundle here, and we'll show you guys how easy this is. So when I took this out of the box and I plugged it in, it took about 3 minutes for the access point to come up, and then maybe another 3 minutes or so for it to actually start shooting out the SSID. But what you're going to want to do is go on your iPhone here. First thing we need to set is make sure that we're on the correct SSID here. So it's going to start broadcasting out Cisco Air Provisioning. So you want to make sure you're on that one. If it asks you for a password, the password is password. So it's pretty easy to remember there. Then we're going to download a couple applications here. So one is called Cisco Wireless, and that's what we're going to actually use to set up this bundle here. And then the other one, Cisco Air Provisioning, that's the one where we're going to tell the access point, hey, you're in America, use the FCC regulatory domain. So first we'll go into the main app here, and we're just going to start by hitting provisioning. And we just need to enter in some real basic information. So admin, and try this again. Okay, sorry about that. And now we're in here, we're going to start configuring the bundle. So first thing I need to do is enter a system name here. I'm just going to use WLC1. It's my test system here. And select your country code. So we're going to go down to America here, or United States. And once you find it, you select it. Date and time, I'm going to leave alone. It's pulling it from my iPhone NTP server. I'm not that fancy here, just a little demo network, so we're going to leave that blank. Management IP address, enter in whatever management address you guys want. I'm just going to use something from my local network. 212. Subnet mask. And then to your default gateway. I'm leaving everything untagged right now just because, again, it's my sample network. But if you want to put your management VLAN to something else, you could set it right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit save on that. And then now it's going to take me right into configuring my first SSID on this bundle. So I'm just going to make something up here, and we're going to put in an SSID. Let's name it Cisco Air. Okay. I'm going to use WP82 personal, so I'm going to put in a passphrase, and we'll use Cisco 123. I'm going to confirm the passphrase. Cisco 1, 2, 3. And that's about it. Now you can set up a guest network in here as well. The guest network, you can have a splash page pop up where they just kind of click through and then they get access to your network. I'm going to save that for later. And really, that's kind of the last settings you need to do in here to get this thing set up. There's a couple other things that you could do if you want to play around with it. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to submit this to the controller here. And actually, I think you have to go through and hit save. Even if you didn't set these up, you got to go through and hit save on every single one of these, or else it won't submit to the controller. And we're going to select our time zone. So Eastern. There we go. And should be all set now. So we'll go ahead and hit submit. Okay. So it's been configured. Management IP address 192.168.128.212. We're going to hit OK, and the system's up and running. I'm going to let this thing reboot. I'm going to show you guys one or two other things, and then we'll go into how to provision the access point itself to the correct regulatory domain. So let's. I'm going to give this a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So the controller rebooted. It probably took about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes for the controller to reboot, and then maybe another 5 or so minutes for things to start coming back online. So one of the things that I want to show you guys here is if you wanted to go back in and now start managing your wireless network through the app, you're going to get an error message here. It's going to say it's unreachable. And this is if you are connected on your SSID that we just created there. So there's Cisco error that's being broadcasted out. What you need to do is we need to actually enable management over the wireless. So I'm going to go into my controller here. I'm going to HTTPS into it. And if this works, let's try it in Chromecast or Chrome here. And I'm going to log in. And this is the new interface. If you guys are used to the old kind of style interface here, this is your monitoring page now. To get to the older style interface and to actually change what we need to change, we need to go up to the top here and go to Advanced. That's going to take us into more of a familiar looking interface here. So in order to change it so we can manage it via its wireless SSID, we need to go under Management, and we need to go in and select Management via Wireless, and then we need to be checking this box here, apply save configuration, and everything should be all set. So if we go back to, let me pull up my iPhone here. If we go back to the client, all right, so we're going to click the search box here, and we're going to enter in the IP address, 192.168.128.212. We're going to click the plus next to it, and then it's going to ask us for, well, type this in again here, 2.168.128.212. Your username for the controller, admin, and your password is going to be whatever you typed in. So it was DST12345, and I'm just going to say remember controller here. Then if we click add, now it brings us right in, and we can actually start viewing some network statistics of us being on the network and everything. So you can take a look at rogue access points. You can go through the tool here, see how many users you have on, if they're on 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz. Just a real quick, simple, easy monitoring tool. Kind of interesting information to take a look at. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot.